Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. It is the 13th of December and it's Advent time. So, tea Advent calendar, here we come. The day 13. I actually managed to coordinate my outfit to my Advent calendar this morning. Totally unintentional, but hey. So, a wizarding wonder of creamy caramelly delight. So today we have butter brew. Okay, so I'm not sure if I've had this one before. I might have done, but I'm not sure. So this is medium caffeine. You can have it with milk, 4+ minutes brew time. So it's a black tea. It does smell a little bit like butter popcorn. So that should be quite nice. I'll try some of that later. And time for the Crafty Kit Company Advent Calendar. Day 13. It's an odd day. It's a blue day. Day 13. Are we ready for the rustling? That it's coming, and it's going to poof up because this is one of the bigger kits. So the even days, the white kits are the mini kits, and the blue kits are what they're calling full-size kits. So they're slightly larger. I haven't done any of those yet, so I can't tell you how big they are. But they'll be the bit slightly more involved, slightly longer makes. Okay, so in today's little packet, we've got a good amount of white, a little bit of pink, a reasonable amount of blue, a little bit of brown. So I wonder what we're making today. So I'll pop that back in its packet and grab the booklet. Okay, so yesterday was a Brussels sprout, so we'll find the Brussels sprout. Right, there's the sprout. So, okay. So, does this one have a full page picture? No, it doesn't. So today, she says, covering up the instructions, we have a mug of hot chocolate. The blue and white striped mug with hot chocolate and squirty cream on top. They've put some beads on the top as well. There, so that'll be interesting to do. I've not attached beads to needle felting before. So they are suggesting in the instructions to either use little bits of light pink wool to create marshmallows, or to use beads for sprinkles. And it also says, if you're feeling decadent, why not go for both? So yeah, that should be quite a fun make later on. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the blue kits to catch up on, and 3 of the white ones at the moment. I don't know if I'll get to that today. I might do some this evening or this afternoon, but I do want to make some progress on those dungarees. So I might get to those this afternoon. See if I can get them into at least one piece. So that we're just waiting for the buttonholes and the buttons. That would be good progress. So yeah, we'll see how the day goes. The geogradient shawl has now been blocked. It's dry. So I will be trimming off the loose ends from weaving in and tidying up the tassels, the fringing if it needs it. I will probably do a little bit of work on the cardigan as well. I finished the colour work last night, so we're on to the ribbing at the bottom. So I'll get that done, and then I will take it under the sewing machine and run some straight stitches down either side of where I'm going to cut for the steek before I put the sleeves on, because then I've got less to manipulate beneath the sewing machine. So that's the plan. So if I can get the ribbing done this morning. May or may not be possible. I need to do like 6 centimeters, so that's ish, something like that. A couple of inches and a bit. So we'll see. If I get that done before lunch, then I've got the sewing machine out anyway for the dungarees. I can do them at the same time. We'll see. So yeah, so that's the plan. Bit of knitting with a bit of Vlogmas, bit of sewing with a bit more Vlogmas, and I've got some to catch up with from Teresa over on Instagram. She's doing lives, and I keep missing them, and then I keep forgetting to go back to Instagram to look at them as reels. So I've got some binge watching to do of Teresa over at 33rd Street Knits. It's essentially because I do most of my Vlogmas watching on YouTube. So with her being on a different platform, it doesn't like pop up in my feed. I know it's there. It keeps telling me that she's been live. I just haven't got up to date yet. But there's time. So yeah. Onwards with that. Knitting, trimming of a shawl, and then some sewing. Sounds like a plan. Should probably do some Christmas shopping as well at some point today. I've normally done that by now. I normally get my Christmas shopping all bought and ordered and posted out first week of December. I've done none. So that really is a job for this week. Mostly because it won't get there in time if I don't do it this week. I don't have to send any overseas this year because my sister's going to be in the UK for Christmas. So I can send it to a UK address, which is helpful for timing. Okay, so I will knit some ribbing and catch you in a bit. Okay, so I've brought Madam a little closer for you to see. She is now in one piece. We just need to do belt loops, buttonholes, all the hardware, and the hems. The pattern is designed for you to turn the hems up, which I probably will do. I may still need to shorten the legs. We'll see. She's also going to need a very good press afterwards. I haven't put on the patches yet either. I'm still debating the decorative patch. Obviously, the Can't Touch This one will definitely be going on. Whether I put another on or not, I'm undecided on. In terms of finishing the seams, the side seams, I ended up binding the seams in the bias tape that I used for the back when I put the straps on. So that's a nice little tie-in. And it means when I turn up the hems, there'll be a flash of the green at the hem as well, which I think is quite a nice touch. I didn't end up putting any on with the waistband. I could have put some along here, I suppose, but I didn't. I could have had it peek out at the back hip placket as well, for a little flash there, but again, I didn't. I might find somewhere to put a little bit, but I don't think there's many options for that at the minute. I could have a little bit tucking out underneath a patch, I suppose, on the back. That could be quite cute. But it's not an entirely necessary thing to do. It would just tie in with the binding on the seams when I turn up the hems. So yeah, so I'm going to leave her there like that for today, because the belt loops are going to be fiddly and need precision. I think the wisest move is to leave that for another day. So we'll come back and we'll do belt loops, all the hardware and buttonholes, and the hems. So she's not far off from being done. Okay, so that's the geo gradient all trimmed up, all the woven in ends are trimmed off, and I've neatened up the ends of the fringing. I haven't worried about making sure that the fringe is all exactly the same length, because quite frankly it just doesn't bother me. I've just made sure that they're neat and each clump is its own length, rather than having like stragglers peering out here, there and everywhere. But yeah, so it's on. This is kind of loosely wrapped around my neck at the front, so does the job. Yeah, and that's that for today. So I will leave it there and get this edited and up for you tomorrow, and I will see you next time. But until then, happy crafting and bye bye for now.